Wagwan people. This is Marwan Tomodachi, Mind Over Matter TV. Wagwan everyone. As you can tell by the title, you all have been following me. Some of you have been following me for a little bit, for a few months probably, several months maybe. And sometimes I would make a video about a guy named Eligio Natureboy Bishop and Melanation and a group of people that he was able to convince or to allow to come stay in his compound in the jungle called Melanation, his tribe, in an attempt to escape Babylon and to live in nature as he believes humans are supposed to. To get out of the United States, he's from Harlem. His name is Eligio Bishop, black guy. I made some videos about him, because he's an interesting character. In my mind, a very loose cannon who has some intelligence and speaking ability, but his mind has been off, in my mind. Okay? And it sort of shows a little bit in the more recent developments with Eligio and Melanation encountering encountering immigration. What part of the news that came out with Black Ink and Digital Boss interviewing folks who have left is that obviously, when you go to other countries, there are going to be issues with your passport. Some people are allowed by way of their visas and the stamps on their passport, whatever, when they go to a foreign country. It says, yeah, you're allowed to stay here for a certain bit of time. And after that time, you got to sort of renew it or get yourself another stamp, that kind of thing, sort of accounting for your presence, I believe. Whereas Eligio Nature Boy has a desire and a belief of how he's sovereign to the globe. He should be able to stay right there in Costa Rica in between, equinox. In between the tropical Cancer, tropical Capricorn, under in the sun, where he is. He's standing up. That's his mission right now. He wants to leave Babylon for whatever reason you think he left Babylon. Okay, he mentions he has kids in Babylon, children. He said uh, he didn't want to be attached to money, even though he borrowed $300,000 from that kid in order for Melanation to thrive, and he's paying rent where he is, I believe. But anyway, we heard from Black Ink and Digital Pit Boss that sometimes there's like this weird little thing that they do out there, little hand to hand, little underhanded thing where they go where the border is and get their little, get whatever they need for a cheaper price. And so that's when it sort of came out that, how are they able to stay so long? So recently, you may have heard, and shout out to Des Hemp or Des Hamp. Shout out to Des Hamp, who left a message talking about how Melanation had an encounter with immigration. Okay. And I want to be a part of this situation because, listen, if it came out that Eligio Nature Boy Bishop had a horrible mind and made horrible decisions when it comes to how to go about budgeting and using money and saving money and how to spend money, how to basically run things as a leader, as a business CEO, as a leader. He blew in 1 year what could have been sort of distributed and utilized in, let's say, 3 or 4 years. He went through allegedly $300,000 in 1 year, maybe even less than a year. So that brought up some questions about his financial sense. I made some videos about his handling of women there, brought up some issues about himself as a leader and whether or not he's capable of really dealing with women respectfully, and issues with men there. Phoenix Rising and other men there have problems with this guy trying to be some sort of leader when he's not really qualified. And many people are calling it a cult. But listen, people, I want you to hear got to be a part of this. So check this out.
To eat. You shouldn't have a piece of paper to travel from point A to point B. We should be able to migrate to where it's most convenient and most best for our physical being. And that's what I did. I found the most convenient place for my physical being, and I refused them to tell me to go anywhere else. I'm here. I'm in the sun. I belong in the sun. Look at my skin. I belong in the equator. And they're going to try to ship me back to the northern hemisphere. You are not going to ship me back to the northern hemisphere without dying. If I can't live, I'm already dead. If I can't live, I'm already dead. I want everybody to be free. I want everybody to be free. It's time for us to stand up. Stop fearing death. That's how they get you. There could be no slavery if the slaves were to stand up and say, no, I'm not going to be a slave. But only if the slaves knew that they weren't slaves. Only if the slaves knew they were kings and gods and queens. Then they would knew and goddess. They would never let anybody tell them, no, you got to be a slave. They could never whip you to do work. You know why you did that? Because you feared the death. You do not fear death. Death comes to all of us. We must go to sleep. We must go to sleep. But if I'm going to go to sleep, I guarantee you, I will change this world and everything in it with my one being. And you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You are not one human. You are all of humanity and one human.
Okay, so thank you for listening to that part. It's important that I give you some context, and then I'll show you the actual video. But he and all members of Melanation were recently, I guess, somewhere out in a van. The name on the van is Phoenix Rising. So I don't know how or what may have happened, but the van, they were stopped in the van that had Phoenix Rising's name on it. Phoenix Rising is the elder who left Melanation, calling Nature Boy a fraud, calling him much more than a fraud. I believe he's the one that came out the strongest against Nature Boy and his shenanigans and tactics and his inability to even appreciate people. But the van was in Phoenix Rising's name. Apparently, they got stopped. The van was taken, and then it turned into an immigration thing. And he is speaking in the back of I guess, an immigration van. They got picked up, and he is speaking in the back of the van, and all other Melanation members are in the van, and they are surrounded by armed people with maybe immigration in an area called Limon, Costa Rica. And he's basically giving them sort of a pep talk, and he's saying this is going to be his time to go out. This is going to be his fight, that you shouldn't fear death. You shouldn't fear anything, which brings questions like, okay, well, why are you leaving Babylon if you're all about don't fear anything? A real warrior is, no matter where you stand, you fight that man. But anyway, listen more to this sort of this pep talk, I guess. And you want to think of it in terms of, I wonder if everyone there is on board. I wonder if everyone there is on board with him. Are they following him? This guy who couldn't really take care of money, this guy who couldn't really take care of women who loved him, this guy who can't really respect brothers who got their own mind and their own grind and design and mind frame? Are they being sort of lured into his sort of manipulative web? Let's just look and see what's going on. And is he endangering these people with his own sense of self and this martyr idea? Just take a listen.
What you do today will echo into the realities of realities. Whatever happens here is going to happen. I am not getting off this bus. I want the media here. I want to tell the media about everything that I'm talking. BBC was already coming to interview me, y'all. I'm not getting off this bus. This is it for me. I will check out. I left my family. I left everything. My so-called Babylon family. I left my fucking so-called name. I left businesses. I left money. I gave money away. I'm done, bro. I'm done. If I can't live my life, I'm already dead anyway. Kill me right now. This is how I feel. I just want everybody in here to know that before I go. I love each and every one of y'all. And I care about you with my life. That I will put my life on the line for this. I want everybody to hear me clear. This is it. I want you to share this video with everybody right now, Reflection. Share it with everybody right now. No. No. We don't want to talk. We want to talk to press. Only media. Only media. Shalom. Shalom. We only want to talk to media. We want to talk to France. We want to talk to Canada. We want to talk to Mexico. We want to talk to America. We want to talk to America. We want to talk to France. And we want to talk to Mexico.
Okay. So now, I give you the backdrop. You're already dealing with somebody who I believe should not even be a leader. As a lawyer, as a legally trained individual, when I see something like this, and I see that he's on Facebook Live at the moment, and I am accepting that this is a real story, okay? You've seen some of my other videos of police brutality. It's a couple of those videos that I challenged and I questioned. Even the Las Vegas thing, you got to question a lot of things that happen these days, but this I believe is real. As a lawyer, when I see things like this, people who are, in a sense, vulnerable in that van, Melanation, if I were able to be on their Facebook Live, I would have been doing some research and some studying and trying to get the number of that exact location so I can talk, you know, porque yo hablo español también. And see, if they needed that, something like that, I would have tried to figure that, because they needed an immigration lawyer who knew what they were doing, who understood the concerns of Eligio Natureboy to talk at that moment. Because right there is when Eligio Natureboy should be shutting the fuck up. But he's saying, no, we don't want to talk to nobody. We want to talk to the press. We want to talk to France because somebody in Melanation is from France. We want to talk to Mexico because somebody in Melanation is from Mexico. We want to talk to Canada because somebody in Melanation is from Canada. He's just shutting everything down. He doesn't speak any Spanish, so he needs to just sit down and chill out. One of these dudes actually speaks Spanish, but I don't know. Watch.
We only want to talk to the media. Huh? You the lawyer? Then come here. Come here. Come. You the lawyer. All right, talk English. Talk Spanish to him, please. Listen to me. We want to talk to the press. We want to talk to the media of Le Monde, Costa Rica right now. We want to talk to France. We want to talk to the embassy of France. We want to talk to the embassy of Canada, and we want to talk to the embassy of Canada and America. Huh? That's all we asking for. Here we go with the bullshit. Play the hat. Play the harp. Play the harp. It doesn't matter. Everybody's talking about they gangsters. Everybody's a warrior until it's time to motherfucking stand up. Play the harp. Play the harp. We need CNN. We want to talk to CNN. We want to talk to CBC. CNN. CNN.
See, he's the loudest one. He doesn't speak any Spanish. He's like CNN, embassy, goes, France. Y'all, everybody want to be thugs. Everybody talking shit. You want to be thugs. Want to be thugs. This is the thug moment.
Media. Everybody tag CNN in this video. Tag CNN.
Media.
We need media.
Solo media.
Solo media.
People in Toronto, tag City TV, CTV, CBC, every fucking CP24, every fucking news channel in Toronto. Get them, share this to them right now, send this to them. They will fucking see this.
TF1, M6, tous les médias français pour que tout le monde arrive et comprenne vraiment la situation. C'est historique et on est en train de faire un mouvement, faire un changement. Et ça dépend de tous et on est tous égaux. Il n'y a pas de barrière aucune et on appartient tous sous le soleil. Observer ce qui se passe, c'est tout, et partager la vidéo, c'est tout. Je parle en français, I can also speak in English, share the video, so do what you gotta do, you know what you gotta do. If you follow Natureboy, you know what you gotta do.
Toda mi gente de Latinoamérica, si tiene contactos con Costa Rica, con el noticiero, cualquier noticiero de Costa Rica, aquí estamos en Limón, y contacten a eso y y comparten este video con esas personas y para déjenlos saber lo que está pasando aquí en Limón, Costa Rica, que la injusticia que está con la humanidad. Y si está en este canal ya saben lo que representamos.
¿Sí? Ese hombre. Me comprendes, Mendes. Ya tú sabes, ese hombre es lo que, he is the one who should be talking. He is the one who should be really shutting up Eligio Natureboy, shutting him down. He should be the one running shit right now, the one dude that speaks Spanish. Just like Phoenix Rising back then was the one that helped everybody because he spoke Spanish. This is not the time for Eligio to be sticking out his chest like he knows what he's talking about. He's talking about play the harp. This guy that just came on the bus was like a lawyer, administrative lawyer, I believe, spitting something in Spanish, and Nature Boy was in the background like, no, CNN, shut the fuck up. We don't want none of that. CNN, we want none of that. The CNN, help. At no point did they say we need a lawyer, you know? Come on, y'all. I'm like, yo, somebody on that Facebook Live should have gotten a lawyer real quick. Let's check out some more.
Y ahí compartan el video para que sepa el mundo lo que está pasando.
Hey, y'all already heard it from me. Share the video. You understand? We gotta stand for something, reflection. Your life is doing what? Everybody talking, and go right back working for the corporation. Nobody standing.
So his idea of standing up for something, which you can use it for your own, in your own head, is this a worthy cause or not? But his idea is, he should be able to be in that country without no paperwork because he's a human being, a child of the sun. He doesn't have no name. He doesn't have no social security number. He's not part of none of that system. He should be able to basically chill out and live, just, even though everybody else got to follow those rules. He wants to make this his stand right here. This is what he's fighting for, apparently. So check out some more.
Up for the real, for real. And even when y'all protest, what y'all do? Y'all be silent. I'm not going back. I'm not going back to the corporation. I'm not going to work for the devil. I'm not going to work for the bank. You hear me? And that's the only way I'm out of the earth realm is to be beheaded or to be crucified up out of here. And I got to ascend that way, then that's going to have to be. I'm not going back. I'm not working for I'm not going back to jail. I'm not. This is it right here, bro. And I want y'all to know this, bro. Let it go live. Let it go live. We want to talk to the media. We want to let everybody know our message. We want to get it out now, today. You understand? And this is what it is. I got something to say. Y'all want to say to the media?
Hey man, share this shit with everybody. This is what this shit is all about. This is what this shit all about. Moments like this, bro. Everybody talking about what they'll do if they were slave shit, bro. We trying to free everybody, bro. We don't need no fucking piece of paper to say we can be in this amount of land for this amount of time, bro. This shit ain't right, bro. We fucking native to the fucking earth, bro. The earth been here for billions of years. When the fuck imaginary lines became real?
How it's gonna be 2007? How's it gonna be 2017 if the earth been here for billions of years?
Exactly.
Y'all playing a time game, man.
Exactly, bro. That shit don't make no sense, bro. Why we gotta abide by these rules, bro? This shit not right. You know this shit is not right. Why you still contributing and participating with this shit, bro? That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
For real.
Now's the time. You gotta stand up. You know what I mean? This is a movement. We're about a movement. We create action. So right now, what we're doing, this whole scene right now is basically exploiting what's actually going on behind the scenes. In Costa Rica, when you're in Costa Rica, and you're trying to be natural and you're trying to live off the land. These are the things that you're gonna run into right here. Immigration, the laws, the regulations that they have, the paper game. That's all false stuff that they do to abide. They work for the devil. These people that have badges and guns, they actually work for the devil. The devil's the government.
Hey, listen. Set up all this shit here. I'll be the first one to tell you. Listen,
all these little zone areas so that they can get money. They say
it would be nice, man, to just look.
9 months in order to get new paperwork, in order for you to give them money.
I think most deaf was trying to have some issues, had some immigration issues in South Africa.
We're not part of that. You know what I mean? We're natural citizens. To be a natural citizen, that means you live free on the earth. You don't have to pay no taxes. You don't have to pay no money to
natural
walk,
citizen
2
movement.
centimeters across a border that's not even, it's imaginary.
I think I can respect
everybody
that.
That's some more. Everybody that's some more. We need y'all to stand up right now.
More people try to do the sovereign thing. They get stopped by police officers. Yeah, I'm sovereign. Some people are able to do that, I think. Some people aren't. But check this out. The whole thing is being surrounded right now.
We're not trying to hear that.
They're recording him,
We're trying to bring action to
taking
the
pictures of the
situation.
bus.
We need human rights. We need the option to live in harmony with nature without somebody coming to tell us they get kidnappers and harness us for farming. We're tired of being fucking farm animals, bro. We done wised up. This generation is wising up. The new generation out here, the 90 indigos, it's time to stand up. I need y'all to share this video. It's going down right now. I'm not playing. We tired of the paper game. Look at them with their little bucks and their little fucking badges. We're tired of this shit, bro. We can turn this over. There's no government. We are the government. We are the government. I'm tired of it. We gotta stand up, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm in Costa Rica. I'm in my natural environment. I'm not going back to an unnatural environment. They're not gonna send me back, bro. I'm not letting these people send me back to an unnatural environment. All the Moors.
So for me, it's interesting because, you know, here they are on a van. I don't know if any of them know the gravity of the situation or not. The guy who speaks Spanish, he's just so quiet. He's probably like, oh shit. But Eligio Natureboy is sitting in the back of the bus, holding the camera like this, but the camera's not facing himself. He's speaking on the camera, but the camera is facing that way, and he's got everyone looking back at him, captivated again, as if they're on their compound. Sitting there again, used to just sitting there looking at Eligio, just talk and run his mouth, being captivated by his energy. And they're soaking it in and sort of becoming it and sort of letting it rub off on them.
That stand for process. I don't want to hear it. I'm talking about laws of nature, my laws. All the Africans, all the Canadians, all the French people, all the people that believe in human rights, I need y'all on this. We don't want to hear the talking. We need this on CNN.
So it's a human rights fight. This is a fight for human rights against the immigration in Costa Rica. And he wants all other governments, everybody to get involved. You know? He wants to be away from Babylon, but he wants Babylons to be able to see what's going on. And I don't know, but...
CNN now. Now. We need it on CNN now. They about to do something to us right now. I'm telling you. They are plotting to do something to us right now as we speak, Reflection. Everybody. Share this video, man. If you care about humanity. If you don't, then that's you. You be a slave. We always talk about what we would do if we were slaves back in slavery days. We all talk about what we were going to do if we were slaves back in that. Well, now you have the opportunity to do something. Now we on a slave ship. And guess what? It's time to pop off. And Master's out there. And I'm ready. You feel me? I'm ready to pop off. I'm not being no slave. I'm not going to be a slave. You can do it if you want, because y'all fear death. I'm not being a farm slave, my nigga. I'm not a part of your corporation. I deserve to be left the fuck alone like any other natural motherfucking animal in motherfucking nature. Leave me the fuck alone. I ain't breaking no laws. I ain't this shit. You said I overstayed what? You don't regulate a human? I'm in my natural environment. Scientifically, I belong in it by the equator. What are you talking about? I'm not under your laws. We are under the laws of nature, and natural law trumps any law. You look it up, even in the law dictionary.
Look it up, he said.
Applied. It is our right to be humans.
Listen, he's making a good
We are
case
playing
for
along
being
and
human.
letting them breach our rights. And it must stop. We should be able to live in tents. That's all we do. Anybody that watch Nature Boy, all we do is live in tents. We drink mountain water. We in the river, Pure Vita. We're not causing no trouble. We're not doing no crime. We live in peace.
All you do is live in tents.
We don't even eat meat.
But
we don't even kill plants.
$300,000 in 1 year.
I will not
paying
have
rent.
this. I will not have it.
He's ready to
I
fight.
will not have it. You are a living,
He's ready to
breathing
fight.
organism.
Is everybody in that van on the same page?
You poop the earth. You are
Does it
a
really
citizen
matter?
of earth. That's why you here.
This is
They are
one of those
harnessing
situations
you and
where you
farming
like
you.
ride or
They're
die.
spraying you with chemicals. They're poisoning your food. You talk about Coats, about Jim Jones and Coats. But at the end of the day, look at what the corporations are doing to your food. Look at what they're putting in your food. Look at the scientific evidence that they're putting in Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Look at what they're doing to us. In America, they're poisoning you.
Don't drink the poison. Don't drink the poison.
You are being farmed. You are being farmed, and this is the time right now. This is the moment right now. We're not going nowhere. We have every right to live in harmony with nature, and we refuse. We refuse to be slaves. We refuse. And here we are on the slave ship. Everybody said, oh, if I was a slave, I couldn't be on a slave ship. Well, help us out right now and support us. If you're not a slave, share this video. Share this video, because whatever these people about to do to us, make sure it go viral, because on the other side, I'm on the other side.
At the very
I
least,
did what I came to do.
they should have had some lawyer or somebody if they're informing them of the consequences of any different action or inaction that Nature Boy chooses. I think they do see that he's sort of their leader. But check this out, y'all.
I left America.
You have that. He say you want to get revenge. You don't want to sign nothing. What he want to sign for?
I just want to speak to the news.
That's right. No, he say the only thing he want to do you is notificate you for make you can go. That is the only.
We don't want to sign no papers. You just want to let us go.
So he say if you don't want to sign the documents for make you go, he say we pass it to the government. So the government will hold you up more, my friend. So I just give you it easy.
No, we're not leaving.
At that point, another guy just came on and said, hey, all we need is for you to sign something and we'll let you go. Sign something, we'll let you go. Nature Boy says, no, we ain't signing shit. Make it difficult. We ready to go down. So this is the mistake. There's several mistakes here, y'all.
We've been here until we talk to them. We want to talk.
You nowhere, my friend. You're not going nowhere. They're not going to bring you nowhere, my friend. They're not going to give you a number when I don't know. I just explained it to you what my partner them say. They say you can sign the document, each one what they want to make you sign, and you can go free. That is not no problem.
We do not want to sign any documents. We don't want to sign no papers.
You get the notification, my friend. Well, they all will take you to the government in the center.
Okay, take us to the government.
So they will take care of it.
Take us to the government. Take us to the government, because we're not here about paperwork. We're not here to be silenced. We're not. Okay, this is the well. No. We want to make it difficult. We want to make things difficult. We want to make it difficult. We want change. We do not want to be now they negotiating with us. Now they telling us they coming in here, all you gotta do is sign a piece of paper and we'll let you free. Before we was going to motherfucking jail for 24 hours. Now they're trying to say we can sign a paper for no, we want to be let go. Matter of fact, drop us back off where we came from.
He's not really in a position to negotiate. They're not trying to negotiate.
See, that's the shit we talking about. Fake the signature, bro. We have to change the game.
This is his idea of changing something. Check this out.
Somebody got to stand up and be real. Obviously, something ain't right. Because they coming in talking about all you got to do is sign a piece of paper. Obviously, we hitting something right now. And we need to penetrate that all the way. I didn't come here to be silenced. I didn't come here to be silenced. I want everybody to know that you are free.
At no point is he getting, consensus. Getting them anything, y'all, really.
They can't fuck with God. They can't fuck with the angelic beings that
now he's protected by God and all this other shit.
I want you to know you have to stand up and not be a slave. All of you.
I agree.
You are free.
But sometimes, I don't know.
Signing what?
What?
They were saying that we was going to jail for 30 minutes from now. They come in and say, okay, we want to negotiate with you. No, you're going to take us back to where we came from, and we're going to walk out this van, and you're going to leave us the fuck alone. That's what you're going to do. Or we want to speak to the press. We want this video, because at the end of the day, I just want everybody to know right now to share this video right now, because we don't know what's going to happen to us. What happened to us is happening to you. What happened to us right now is going to happen to you. I'm not signing shit. And every motherfucker that's a warrior out there that talk about how hard you are, you want to be a thug and kill a black person or kill your brother
mind,
or kill your sister or kill another white person. I don't give a fuck who you are. This is thug shit right here. This the thug shit right here. This is when it's time to be a thug, my nigga. When you stand up to the government.
Man. Maybe it could have been avoided. Maybe it could have been avoided.
Shit. We gotta stay together, bro. And I'm not talking about protesting or nothing. I'm talking about for real standing like, yo, bro, we ain't going to do shit. We gonna shut this whole thing down. We shutting everything down. Y'all got the power. You have every right to have fresh water. Everything in nature has its own food. It eats for free. What do you mean you gotta pay to live? They put money in front of your life. You even gotta pay to die. Here we go. They're gonna come get me right now, bro. No!
Mind over matter TV, yo. Keep your eyes open. I don't think it was worth all of this. Peace out.